The sinister and communist-style politicisation of our banks should terrify every Brit who believes in democracy. A bombshell dossier has revealed what we all knew. Coutts, a bank 40% owned by me and you, the taxpayer, closed Nigel Farage's account because of his political views. The 40-page document cited his retweet of a Ricky Gervais trans joke and his friendship with unvaccinated tennis star Novak Djokovic to raise concerns he was, quote, xenophobic and racist. Officials closing Nigel's account admitted it couldn't be justified for economic reasons, but the minutes stated the committee did not think continuing to bank NF, as in Farage, was compatible with Coutts given his publicly stated views that were at odds with our position as an inclusive organisation. The venomous dossier also branded Nigel a, quote, disingenuous grifter and suggested his views are out of touch with wider society. So basically, if you don't subscribe to the woke worldview, which, by the way, is a minority view, being nefariously nudged into the nation's psyche via the liberal media, on our high street and in our schools, if you don't do that, your hard-earned cash will be used to cancel you. There's a reason why small C Conservatives, from Brexit Party MEPs to religious leaders to free speech champions like Toby Young, are finding themselves cancelled by their banks. Have we really ditched democracy and debate for discrimination? Well, today, Nigel continued his fight back against what is a blatant political prejudice.
It is absolutely clear discrimination on the grounds of my views. If they can take me out of the equation, they can take out a lot of other people too. This needs to be dealt with. And the one thing I will say, Patrick, is I've never, ever put my head over the parapet on an issue and received such broad cross-party support.
Now, encouragingly, Westminster has largely rallied behind Nigel, and today Rishi Sunak vowed a crackdown on public figures being punished for their political views after Tory MPs spoke out and challenged him to act.
It cannot be right that when people choose to go into public service, and regardless of their views, and I say I don't have to agree with Nigel Farage's views or Labour politicians' views or whoever, that is not the point. The point is, people should be able to get banked.
And does my right honourable friend agree with me that however much we may find them tiresome, members of the opposition deserve bank accounts?
A thinly veiled political discrimination, a vindictive, irresponsible and undemocratic action.
We are in the process of cracking down on this practice by tightening the rules around account closures.
This is a fight that transcends politics. It's not a right or left issue. Even Nigel's fiercest critics should be speaking out against this menacing new form of cancel culture. This is about principles. It's about freedom. We cannot allow banks to police free speech and use our livelihoods as a tool to censor us. This is not just about Coutts and Nigel, by the way. Coutts is part of the NatWest banking group with 19 million customers. This has happened to me, as I've told you before, with the HSBC banking group. It could happen to you. So it's time the establishment stop this Chinese communist-style assault on fundamental British values.